Where can I live cheap in Mexico? Las Yacatas Tzintzuntzan. Hi, broadcasting not live from Morelia, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. In our last video, we shared the beauties of a city in the middle of Mexico called Tzintzuntzan, about an hour away from Morelia, population about 12,000 with an elevation of about 2,200 feet. I visited there on a beautiful August day. The temperature was fabulous. I wore a hoodie all day and there was almost zero humidity. To learn more about Tzintzuntzan, there's a full link to the video in the description below. It's about 5 paragraphs down. And there we give a great overview of the city, walking around the town, going to the cathedral, and seeing many of the shops and markets. Also in that video at the very beginning, we give you excellent directions on how to get there from Morelia to Tzintzuntzan. I could definitely live there. And one of the big bonus of living in Tzintzuntzan is they have this wonderful historic pyramid right next to the city that you can visit anytime you want. The structure is called Las Yacatas, and it was built around the 13th century. In this video, we're going to give you a tour of Las Yacatas, and we're going to share with you its fabulous history. Let's visit Las Yacatas. Again, to get a full tour of the city of Tzintzuntzan, there's a link in the description below. It's about 5 paragraphs down, and you can see a walking tour of the city. So I took the van into the city, and I just asked, I had Yacatas written down on a piece of paper, and I just asked somebody, how do I walk there? And they point to this street right off the main drag, and you just walk all the way down this street, and you can see the steps to the pyramid straight ahead. There are side streets for you to explore on the way to the pyramids, but I didn't walk down there, but there are many shops, and there are the steps to the pyramid straight ahead. Once you walk up the steps, you can turn around, and there you can see the wonderful street that leads down to the main drag and a panorama of the valley that the city sits within. Tzintzuntzan, fabulous view. And right after you get up the steps, there's the restaurant of Las Yacatas. I stepped in there and had a great lunch before I went to the pyramid and some wonderful cervezas. So I walk about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I see this sign. It reads Zona Arqueologica, and has the city name. You know you're almost there. So this part was a little weird. I could look up, and I thought those were the pyramids, the outside of the pyramids, but there's a big fence. And you just keep on walking, and there's nobody there, no cars, no other people walking. But this was during the week, maybe it was a Tuesday. You can see beyond the steps the pyramids, and I'm trying to figure out, well, how do you get in there? So then I just keep walking down this road, and at the bottom of this road there's an entrance and a bunch of cars, and the main entrance, and they let you watch a video. It costs you like 100 pesos or $5 to get in. So I get in, and it's a beautiful park. I watch the video. I pay my $5 or 100 pesos, and then the scenery begins. These beautiful sites that were built in the 13th and 14th century before the Mayflower hit the coast of North America. So this is the beginning of seeing the Yacatas structures. And the Yacatas were built by the Purepecha civilization, and they were primarily built between the 14th and 16th centuries. The Purepecha Empire was a very strong civilization, and the Aztecs couldn't beat them. Only the Spaniards could. Then suddenly you see the structures developed by the Purepecha Empire, and they started out in the 14th century and expanded in the 15th century. And these I'm going to call them buildings. There are 5 of them, all connected. No one lived here. They would use them for religious ceremonies, and yes, there was human sacrifices that took place here. The architecture, they say, was extremely sophisticated for the time, and these things were very complex to build. But this is really about an 8-minute walk from downtown Tzintzuntzan. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think. And if you like the video, click the like button. And if you know somebody that's looking for a wonderful, cheap place to stay in Mexico, click the share button. Now, when you're at the front gate, you can hire a guide, and they will tell you in depth everything that's going on with this fabulous structure. Actually, I'm going to say the things are about 2 football fields long. I wish I would have had my drone with me this day. The structures are quite breathtaking. They're vast, they're long, they're old, but the word Yacatas does not mean only this structures. There are many of these in the state of Michoacan. They spoke of about 5 or 6 other ones, and I'd never heard nor seen anything like this. Some of them are well kept, as this one, and some the Spaniards totally destroyed. And let it be said that the Purepecha community always kept a fire going all of the time. They used the tops of these structures for ceremonial purposes, and from the top of these structures you can see the beautiful Lake Pátzcuaro, and you can see the city of Tzintzuntzan below, just a stone throws away. And yes, they have a beautiful museum right at the entrance. You can walk around the park, walk around the structure, and inside they have many historic structures. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Click that subscribe button. Come with questions and comments. We have a whole community that joins us every Saturday. We'll see you there Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. I could definitely live in Tzintzuntzan. It's a flat city, lots of shops, no big grocery stores. You could ride your bicycle around, up and around town, never go up or down a hill. No cobblestones. And it's totally clean, safe, and quiet. Yes, I could live there, and I bet you could get an apartment for about $250 to $400 a month, and it would be great just for you. We have a new Facebook group. It's called Mexico Expats Living in Mexico, Bill, Dallas, Lewis. We have about 333 members. Join us, help us grow, post your images, your videos, your questions, and your thoughts. There's a link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. My visit to Tzintzuntzan was fabulous, and the Yacatas pyramids were fabulous also. Just a rock throw away from the middle of town. We have many more videos to come. Click that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.